Tiger team looking over to Coach Lazzari for the signal for the play. They got it. And a little bit of confusion, and Coach Lazzari takes a timeout. You know, I was talking about the statistics as far as team rushing first two games. Some individual stats from the first two games. Cameron Brainerd had 3 touchdowns in the first game, runs of 17, 58, and 29. And he ran for 114 yards in only 5 carries, ladies and gentlemen. That's an average of almost 23 yards per carry. Carter Rapsack also ran for 95 yards in that first game on 16 carries. In week 2 against Jackson Milton, Carter Rapsack ran for 188 yards and had touchdown runs of 47, 29, and 40. And Cameron Brainerd ran for 150 yards and had a 45-yard TD run. Caden Short got in on the action against Jackson Milton with a 2-yard TD run. Again, they ran for 449 yards last week. And they're doing well tonight, but the penalties have really gotten to them. So 3rd and long, Rapsack back to pass. He's going to keep it himself. And the defender for Mineral Ridge, number 5, Tyler Tamburo, lost his helmet. I don't know if Newton Falls offensive person had anything to do with that or how that happened, but there is a flag on the field, and I believe, I apologize, I don't know my signals from referees, but I don't think you can make a play without your helmet. So the Tigers get a huge break here, and it was going to be 4th and long. And because of the penalty, it's going to be 3rd down and 3 now for the Tigers. Very manageable, and we're in 2-down situation. Man in motion. Hand off to Rapsack. He gets the first down, running hard. Running behind that big number 77, James Wisonnet, and the rest of the Tiger linemen. Number 75, Wyatt Jones. Number 70, Nick Ball. Hunter Jones is in there. Connor Keys in there. First down for the Tigers. Very important that the Tigers punch one in here. Get some of that momentum back.
Give the folks a recap of the last 10 minutes that we were not live on air.
Okay, Tom Gregory just informed me that we did not have internet connection for a while, and he said go ahead and recap while we watch the current play. The Tigers have the ball, 1:05 left in the first quarter. 2nd down and about 10 or 11, and it's been a Mineral Ridge just offensive show with their quarterback, Mark Bunch, completing a variety of different passes to a variety of different receivers, and offense for both teams has been tremendous. And that's John DeFalla right up the gut, and Johnny DeFalla's got some wheels just like his old man back in high school. So John DeFalla gets a touch for a first down, but to recap, Newton Falls' Cameron Brainerd was almost in the end zone when a defender, Mason Miller, came from behind and slapped it away at about the 1-yard line, and Rams covered the ball. So that hurt the Tigers, but Mineral Ridge offense has been very good. Newton Falls offense very good. The defense on both teams has been suspect. So the Tigers looking to punch one in, and they're going to have to wait till the second quarter to do so as the clock ticks down going into the second quarter. So we'll be back with some more action as we water our lips up here and take a drink or two. And Tigers down 14-8 going into second quarter.
Fans, please forgive us, but the numbers for the players right now aren't lining up with we're working on getting them correct.
We'll tell you who it is.
Timeout. Newton Falls.
Okay, back in action. Second quarter. Coach Lazari is not happy with one of the Tigers. Tigers have the ball second and about 6 from the 13-yard line, and one of the offensive players was not out on the field where he was supposed to. So the Tigers burn a timeout. Huge possession early in the game for the Tigers here. Looking to tie the game with a touchdown and take the lead with either an extra point or a 2-point conversion. After the Carter Rapsack run back for the kickoff touchdown, they had a nice trick play, and Pennington got a 2-point conversion on a pass. So hopefully we will get an opportunity to see Sipka either kick or another 2-point conversion. Rapsack under center. Straight hand off to his brother, Carter. He's got good blocking. Takes it up the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Okay, Tigers right the ship. Coach Lazari can breathe a little bit. And let's see what goes on here. Sipka comes out for the extra point. And here we go with that crazy formation. And now they go back to the middle, and it looks like we're going to have a traditional kick. Jacob Sipka. Here's the kick up. And good. Sipka is now 11 for 11 on the season for extra points, and the Tigers are on top 15-14. So now it's on the defense. Middle Ridge has been passing, and every once in a while handing it off to the big fellow. And Newton Falls, just quite the opposite. Handoff, handoff, handoff. But each offense is getting it done. They're getting in the end zone. 15-14. Good guys on top. Tigers on top. Noticing Mr. Semrau is back in action this week. Good to see him get healthy and be back in with his band. Cheerleaders doing a great job as always. Mrs. Reynolds down there coaching them up, motivating, inspiring. Here's the kick by Sipka, and that's going to be taken by one of the upbacks, and he's got a crease, and he's going to go down at the 45. So a good run back by number 20, Aaron Myers for the Rams. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge from about the 45-yard line. So now it's the Tiger defense on stage, ready to get their stop here. It'll be interesting to see what the coaches come up with at halftime, but we got 11:50 left till halftime. We've got to get a stop just based on effort and grit. Okay, Mark Bunch, the quarterback, the senior quarterback for Mineral Ridge, is having his way. There's a man in motion. He's going to sling it out, and the Tigers play that perfectly. Great job by Newton Falls. Tyler Tambiro goes in motion, and they like to fake it to the back and then sling it out to him in the backfield and just let him make a play, just be an athlete and make a play, and the Tigers contained him and got him for a 2-yard loss. Good start by the Tiger defense. There's a handoff to the big fellow, Rorman, and good hit by Newton Falls on D there. Who stuck their nose in there? Aiden Hatcher came up and gave him a lick. Aiden's not afraid of that big kid. Okay, 3rd and 10 for the Tigers, or for the Rams. Big play for both teams. Bunch is going to roll out. Tigers on the chase, and we get a receiver wide open, number 14. Number 14, Ian Erb, again getting open against the defensive backfield for the Tigers. So the Tigers are going to have to tighten up on the corners and cover those receivers. Big first down for Mineral Ridge there. Mark Bunch is going to keep it this time and be gang tackled. Oh, you know what? My apologies. That was not a first down. That was a 4th down run. And
after the scrum,
Mark Bunch did a tremendous job. They had him in the backfield, stopped on 4th down, but he just kept his legs churning and got a first down. Here's Bunch again. He's going to sling it out left to number 14, and he's got some room on the sidelines, and that's probably going to be a hold on number 20 for Mineral Ridge. Aaron Myers was out there trying to block for him, and he's going to get tagged for a hold. So nice play by Mineral Ridge, but it's going to be brought back. They'll redo first down. There's a handoff up the middle. Rorman is brought down by a couple defenders, Carter Rapsack including, number 12, Nick Rapsack, and number 2, Caden Short gets in on the tackle as well. 2nd down and about 8 for the Rams. They get to the line quickly. Here's a snap. Bunch rolls to his right, complete to number 1. He breaks the tackle, and then Cameron Brainerd comes over and knocks him out of bounds. But good pass, good run after catch by number 1, Mason Miller. First down, Rams. And again, Tigers having all kinds of problems figuring out the Rams passing game. Mineral Ridge offensive line doing a great job protecting their quarterback as well. Looked like man in motion, left a little too early there, but no flags on the play. Nate Rorman gets about 3 yards. Be 2nd and 7. Hunter Jones back into the game for the Tigers for Nick Ball. Tigers trying to keep their defensive line fresh. Bunch rolls out, gets it to number 5. He's still on his feet and takes a lick from number 12 for the Tigers, Nick Rapsack. Bunch and Tamburo got a nice combination going. Both are seniors. They've probably been doing this since 6th, 7th grade. So here we go. 1st and goal for the Rams from the 6-yard line. Tigers looking to get a stop here or a turnover. Fake handoff. Bunch is going to keep it. He's going to try to shake defenders for the Tigers, but it's not going to get out of that one, and he's going to lose yards. Good play by the Tigers. Aiden Hatcher on the tackle for the Tigers. Second down. Pass over the middle, complete. Tigers will bring the receiver down at the 2-yard line. Nate Rorman on the reception for the Ridge. 3rd down and 2. Tigers need to make a stand here. Here's Bunch up the middle. And he's going to get in the end zone for a touchdown. Once again, both offenses clicking on all cylinders. Not many stops by any defensive possession. Tigers lost the ball on a fumble at the 1-yard line. That's the only way they didn't score. Ridge has scored on all 3 possessions that they've had offensively. And Bunch will take the snap for the 2-point conversion right across the middle on the slant pattern. Number 1, Mason Miller, catches that 2-point conversion, and Ridge goes up 7, 22-15 over the Tigers. So that slant pattern has been open all night, and they're going to have to figure out a way to stop that, whether that inside backer is going to have to slide over for that or the corner is going to have to get on the inside. You got to pick your poison, and right now Mark Bunch is having a day at the quarterback position, and all his receivers are having a day. So the Tigers have their work cut out for them. A lot of time left in the game. Ridge has not proven to do anything against our offenses either, so I'm sure their coaches are scratching their head as well. Again, it's going to come down to turnovers, penalties, and who has the ball at the end. Now remember, Newton Falls received the kickoff in the first half. And Rapsack took it back 95 yards, so Ridge will get the kickoff to open the 3rd quarter when the time comes. Kick it on the ground. And that's picked up, I believe, by Short, Caden Short, and we'll take it at the 32-yard line.
Caden Short on the return. Knocked out of bounds on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers on their own 29.
The 2-0 Newton Falls Tigers taking on the 1-1 Mineral Ridge Rams tonight. The Rams have the advantage at the moment. Tigers with the ball. 7:08 left in the 2nd quarter. Tiger offense comes out. 2 in the backfield along there with their senior quarterback, Nick Rapsack. Single receiver split left, man in motion. They give it up to gut. Carter Rapsack makes a move, spins, and gets only a couple yards. Good play by the defense of Mineral Ridge. Rapsack slow to get up.
Rapsack, the ball carrier, brought down by Nate Norman.
Going to have to hit him a lot harder than that to keep him down. Second down and a long 7.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
Nick Rapsack takes a snap. He slings it out to the left to his brother Carter, and he takes a hit from number 5. That's going to be Tyler Tamburo, and he's been all over the place tonight. Catching passes, making tackles,
Brought down on the play by Tyler
probably
Tamburo.
making popcorn at halftime.
Makes it a 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
Okay, 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Big play for Newton Falls. I got a feeling if they can get at least to 4th and 1 that Coach Lazari is going to go for it, because they do not want to give that ball back to the Ridge offense. There's a pitch left. Rapsack has it, gets a little room, and gets popped on the left side, and that's going to be 4th down coming up for the Tigers. And big play call for Coach Lazari. This is why you get paid the big bucks here.
Carter Rapsack, the ball carrier, knocked out of bounds by Jameer Kaysen.
Coach Lazari keeps his offense out there. Cameron Brainerd comes in as the running back in the backfield. And Ridge stacking the box against the Tiger offense. Coach Lazari trying to get him off sides, and he's going to call a timeout. So that was an attempt to get them to jump off sides, and Ridge held their stance, very disciplined, and did what they were supposed to do. And Coach Lazari is going to talk about it with their offense. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Ridge on top, 22-15, and a battle of offenses tonight. Comparing the first 2 opponents that we faced with tonight's opponent, this team here, Mineral Ridge, has many more weapons offensively than the first 2 teams that we played. And they're doing a decent job defensively against us, but we're still moving the ball. But we need 2 yards here. Handoff straight up the gut. Cameron Brainerd gets hit, and it's going to be very close. Very close. It depends on the referee's spot. The referee on this side is where he's standing. That's a first down. Okay. First down, Tigers. That was a tough 2 yards gained by Cameron Brainerd, but it was 2 yards. So we maintain possession. Offensive line doing their job. Big fellas up front. And referee's going to call timeout here. The chains have not moved yet. So I think they're going to get the chain gang guys to advance the chains for a first down. The chain gang guys, they didn't want to give the Tigers a first down, but they're reluctantly doing it now. All right. Ball in play. Tigers on offense. Receivers split out left and right. Cameron Brainerd in the backfield. Rapsack under center. Hands it off to him. Hesitation move. Oh, ball popped out again, and I think it went off out of bounds of a Ridge defender. And
Cameron Brainerd stopped by Nathan Norman.
Scott, of all the nights to not have instant replay, huh?
Right. Tom Gregory said it'd be nice to have instant replay tonight, but that's okay. We're making it work, Tom. So, fortunate bounce for Cameron Brainerd and the Tigers. First down, Newton Falls. Cameron he'll get it together. He'll start learning. Put 2 hands on that ball. Okay. Miller in motion. Handoff. Carter Miller. Nice gain. Spinning. Running. Great run by Carter Rapsack and great push by the bigs up front.
Carter Rapsack, the ball carrier, stopped by Mason Miller and Jameer Kaysen.
And there's a Ridge player down on the field, so we're going to take a little time here to let this player get back into action, catch his breath, and hopefully he's okay. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and get a drink and let you just kind of watch the action yourselves.
Hey, Hill, remember Scout back in the day had all his awful sheets? Like, did they run power? Is that Valley? Is that power? Yeah, come back with punches. We used to go.
Okay, the Mineral Ridge medical staff tending to the player on the ground. I did not catch his number. Hope he's okay. Tigers coaching staff. There he goes. He's up. He's moving. That's number 1. That's a big player for Ridge. That's Mason Miller. He's Mr. Do-It-All also. Him and that Tamburo kid, between the quarterback and those two, they make a good threesome. So Tigers offense comes back to the line. Caden Short split out right. I believe that's Sipka out left. There's Rapsack. Takes it out wide to the right. He's got some room to run. Cuts it back to the middle. He's got a crease. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown! Number 1, Mason Miller for the Ridge Rams comes off the field. And it looks like there might be another penalty on the field. And, man, Newton Falls is getting killed by these flags. What a run by Carter Rapsack.
Don't forget, Scott, we are playing against hometown referees, too.
No comment, Tom Gregory. You're not going to bait me into that. So the Tigers just got to suck it up here and just redo that same play and we'll be fine without the holding penalty. Rapsack under center. Miller in motion. Rapsack rolls left, avoids the tackler, comes back to the right side. He's got some room to run, and he gets popped at the 35-yard line. Number 13 for Mineral Ridge comes up and lays the hit to him. Michael Cheney. So Nick Rapsack gets a bunch of those yards back. Here comes Cameron Brainerd back into the game. Having a rough night tonight. This kid's had a fabulous season so far early on, gaining tons of yards, but he's having a little trouble holding on to the pigskin tonight. They give him a chance here. Run left, cuts it back to the middle, spins, and that's a nice gain for a... I thought that was second down. That was third down. Okay, now it's third down.
Makes it a 3rd and 4 for the Tigers.
Brainerd in the backfield. Rapsack in the pistol formation. Carter Miller in motion. And Mineral Ridge does a nice job of shooting from the outside backers and got the Brainerd in the backfield. So it's no secret what the Tigers are doing. They're running. And Mineral Ridge is just blitzing from the outside and getting into the backfield as quick as we can hand the ball off. So the Tigers at some point are going to have to take a chance on a pass play, and they bring in Pennington, who we saw with a beautiful reception in game 1. Rapsack lobbed it up to him and got the touchdown. Okay, we have a delay of game on the Tigers. The play was not called in time, and the offense was looking for a play. And I believe they're going to go ahead and it looks like they may punt. No, that's not. Trips formation. It's about 4th and 9. Rapsack drops back. He's under pressure, and he's going to he gets out of that, and he's not going to get out of that one. Number 14 comes in for the sack, Ian Erb.
Number 12, Nick Rapsack, brought down in the backfield by Ian Erb.
And there's another penalty on the play. I think it's Mineral Ridge. Might be unsportsmanlike.
Personal foul against the Tigers.
No, my mistake. That's going to be a personal foul against the Tigers. So once again, the Tigers are getting dinged with penalties left and right. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first 2 games, we maintained the lead for the most part the entire contest, both of them. Our attitude, our play was very positive, and now it's a time where we don't have the lead, we're under the gun, and we've got to maintain our cool. Coaches and players. 2:38 left. Here's the snap. Bunch hands off to the big fella Rorman, and that's a great tackle by 72, Hunter Jones. Be 2nd down and 9. Tigers need to go into the halftime with a good attitude about defense, and if we can get a stop here, that'll help a bunch. Bunch just lets it rip. Nice spiral down the field to number 1, Mason Miller, back in the game, but he was covered closely over there. Good protection by Caden Short, I believe. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Mark Bunch has got a gun he's got a cannon for an arm. He can throw it. And again, he's not being pressured much. Bunch drops back, slings it out to Tamburo. He shakes and bakes number 2, Caden Short, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tyler Tamburo. Again, nice pass by Mark Bunch on the touchdown pass, and they're just having their way with our defensive backfield. And again, no pressure up front is helping Mark Bunch. That makes it 28-15 with a $1:58 left in the second quarter. .52 will kick the extra point, and it's good. The Rams on top, 28-15. Tigers will get the ball back. Under 2 minutes left. It would help if we could punch one in before halftime for sure, because Mineral Ridge is getting that ball to start the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, don't forget to visit the concession stand. Lots of good food and beverages over there. Stopping at halftime, they also have Cone Ice. Kicking off for the Rams is Gil Blair. Back number 5, Carter Rapsett.
Gil Blair to kick off again for the Rams, and Carter Rapsack back deep. Keep it on the ground, keep it away from Carter Rapsack. Get it up the sidelines, and the Tigers will take over at the 34-yard line. Good kick by Gil Blair. He's doing a nice job keeping it on the sidelines, and so that the Ram defenders can contain that run back.
Number 2, Caden Short on the return.
A lot of time left. See if the Tigers can get some points on the board before halftime.
First and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
Carter Rapsack will start in the backfield on this possession. Nick Rapsack will sling it out to Caden Short. He almost breaks the tackle, gets pushed out of bounds. Good play by Nick Rapsack on the pass. Caden Short on the reception.
Nick Rapsack's pass to Caden Short complete.
Gain of about
13, Michael Chaney.
8 yards.
And number 1, Mason.
Time's ticking. Minute 28 left. Rapsack ready to receive the snap. Here it is. He rolls to his right again, and they're going to have him in the backfield, and that's not going to be what they designed. Number 4 comes up for the Rams, Jacob Russell, and tackles Nick Rapsack in the backfield for a loss.
By number 4, Jacob Russell. Timeout, Mineral Ridge.
Ridge is going to take a timeout. It's going to be 3rd down, and that's not really a timeout to get their defense set. That's a timeout to see if they can get the ball back. I don't know how many timeouts they have left. Let's see. They got 1 timeout left. And the way they're passing the ball around this field, it doesn't take long for them to score. Third and 10 for the Tigers. Twin receivers to the left. Rapsack drops back. Screen pass to Carter Rapsack. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, runs over a third for a short gain. That's a lot of work for, and there's another penalty. Another flag on the field, and Ridge signaling that it's probably against Newton Falls. It's going to be holding against Newton Falls. So too many penalties tonight, hurting the Tigers, obviously, and the punt team will come out. Alex Pennington will do the punting for the Tigers. And Ridge is going to get a chance to try to punch another one in. Here's a snap back to Pennington. Punt goes to the 38-yard line and goes out of bounds. And that might be better off because we would not want to see one of those kids from Ridge run that punt back. But now we have 50 seconds. We got to defend. Newton Falls cannot afford any more points in this first half. See if we can get into the locker room with a score of 29-15 and make some adjustments, get our attitudes together, and come out and get that lead back in the second half for the Tigers. So the Rams will go trip formation left, single receiver to the right. Bunch drops back. There's a blitz by Hatcher. Bunch will run it, and he's got good wheels, and that's a nice tackle made at close to the 50-yard line by number 21. Johnny DeFalla came up and stuck him.
Mark Bunch, the ball carrier.
And that Bunch kid's having a heck of a game. Timeout, Mineral Ridge. That play took about 10 seconds. There's 40 seconds left. Ball will be right at the 50-yard line. Between the speed of Bunch and his arm and the quickness of the receivers and the big fella Rohrman in the backfield, they've got a nice offense. I'm just curious what happened to them against Pie Valley when they lost 22-7. I'm not sure what Pie Valley's record is or who they've played since, but it's a good win for Pie Valley against Mineral Ridge from what I see, because Mineral Ridge offensively, they're getting it done. Okay, Tigers on D. 1st and 10 for the Rams. They're trying to get points before halftime. 40 seconds left. Bunch drops back. There's a blitz again from Hatcher. Hands on, and Hatcher's going to get him down. And the Tigers throw some blitz at him and get him down. There's a penalty again, and it's going to be a hold against Mineral Ridge. So this may be something that they look at in the second half, just bringing the house and trying to get Bunch just in a little bit of havoc and not let him have a clear vision of his receivers. Clock's down to 35 seconds left in the half. Again, Ridge has a lead of 29-15. The ball will be brought back to about the 35-yard line.
Not on the right yard line.
First and 25, and there's Rohrman up the gut and gang tackled by the Tigers. Good hit by Nick Wright. A little bit of a weight mismatch there, but again, Nick Wright's not afraid to get in and mix it up a little bit too. So the Ridge Rams are going to be content letting the clock tick out, and that'll be the end of the first half with Mineral Ridge on top 29-15. And we're going to let the action focus on the bands from both Mineral Ridge and Newton Falls. And we'll come back shortly, and Coach John Hill will have some statistics for us right before the third quarter.
We got 4 timeouts. And the one was used to score.
I'm trying to figure out why you always do this.
This evening's show will include a variety of hit songs from the 1980s. Survivors, I the Tiger hit #1 and was the band only chart topper, holding that position for 6 weeks in 1982. The Dance Line Band are featured next to Go-Go's new wave hit, We Got the Beat. The band at Dance Line will close the show this evening with Van Halen's 80 hit, Jump. 2021 Middle-Aged Marching Show Band. The Middle-Aged Marching Band would like to invite you to attend the 20th annual Middle-Aged Show Bands on Saturday, September 18th at 7 p.m. 5 area bands, including Gerard, Matthews, Louisville, Niles, and Middle-Aged will present their shows for your entertainment. Ticket prices are $6 for adults, $4 for students.
Same division. Football in the conference, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know what division it's for. It's not like, D1, D4,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back about 3 minutes 50 seconds until third quarter begins. We're going to talk about some scores around the area. Let's start with we got Campbell beating East Palestine second quarter 14-0. Canfield beating up on Cleveland JFK 35-0. Cheney beating Mooney 14-7. That sounds like a good game. Chardon beating up on Ursuline 33-13. Salem over Liverpool, East Liverpool 21-7. Let's see, Girard with a close game against Ellett. Akron Ellett 8-0 for Girard. Poland beating Howland 21-7. Hubbard clobbering Cleveland Shaw 41-0. And Hudson beating up on Warren Harding 10-0 through 2. Wyndham beating Jackson Milton 6-0. That's going to be a close game. LeBray losing to Keystone 14-7. That's interesting. Liberty 7-7 with Lakeview. Got a tight one there. And let's see, Niles beating Youngstown East 27-0. Let's see, Champion and Southeast are tied at 7 at halftime. Streetsboro over Struthers 28-0. Okay, those are some scores from around the area, and we've got some statistics we want to talk about from halftime, or from the first half, I should say. You can see Tom Gregory's putting it up on the screen for us, and right away, total offense jumps out at us, 294 yards for the Rams in the first half. That's way too many yards to give up on defense for the Tigers. We have done a nice job offensively, mainly on the ground. We've gained close to 200 yards offensively. We did have that one big play that gained yardage, but we gave the ball away on the fumble at the 1 yard line, so that basically negated that. Another number that jumps out at me is the 201 yards passing by senior Mark Bunch, the quarterback for Mineral Ridge, the lefty, just getting it done from that QB position. And only 12 yards passing for the Tigers. And that's nothing against Nick Rapsack. It's just that we are a run-oriented team, and we're gaining the yards, but we need to do a better job defensively. Another one that jumps out at me, I believe, is a little bit lower down there, but I looked at it earlier, was we've got 9 penalties for a total of 90 yards in penalties. So there's no way you're going to win any game having 9 penalties in one half. So Mineral Ridge is too good of a team to be shooting ourselves in the foot and getting stupid penalties. So we can't have that. Total offense, again, 294 for Mineral Ridge, and Newton Falls close to 200. So I'm sure Coach Lazari and his staff went into halftime, took a look at what happened in that first half and said, what do we do to change it? Now, the thing you can't change is you can't change the fact that Ridge has got some players. They've got offensive weapons. They've got athletes. So what do you do to just contain them and not allow them to run all over the field? That's the question that we're going to have to find out if they got an answer for in the locker room, because this Ridge offense, I asked one of the Ridge guys up here in the booth, I'm like, how did you only score 7 points against Pie Valley? And the gentleman I spoke to said, well, we just flat out stunk. We didn't play well that game. Well, they figured it out tonight. They got it going tonight against, unfortunately, the Tigers. And still a lot of game left. We're looking at a, 2-score difference. And you've seen our running backs, Cameron Brainerd, Carter Rapsack, John DeFalla. All these guys can bust one. This is something that we can come back from if we keep our heads in the game, play the game right, and get stops on defense. I truly believe we can keep our head in the game, we can play the game right, but getting stops on defense, I'm worried about that in the second half. So let's see if we can do it. I believe in the Tigers. I hope they believe in themselves. We're going to get this party started here in the second half pretty soon with the Tigers kicking off to the Rams and some of these weapons we talked about. Talking with Coach Lazzari earlier today at school, he mentioned basically 3 or 4 players, one being number 5, Tyler Tamburo. That kid's, he's been all over the place offensively and defensively. Big number 8 in the backfield, Nathan Roman. He's been a handful in the backfield. Of course, the quarterback, Mark Bunch. He's been great. He's been fantastic. And then number 1, Mason Miller, who chased Cameron Brainerd down to stop that score and cause the fumble. So their top athletes have gotten it done tonight. True to what Coach Lazzari said, they're their top players and they're playing like they are tonight. So, having said that, this is a new half. Clean the slate. Let's go Tigers. See if we can get some turnovers on defense.
Number 88, Jason Sitka.
And fire that offense back up.
Number 5, Tyler Tamburo. Number 14, Ian Erb.
Tamburo and Erb back deep for the Ridge Rams. And the referee's patiently waiting for the clock to tick down. It's kind of funny watching both teams wait. I guess you have to take the allotted time and not kick it off early, right? Okay. Clock says 0. Let's kick it off. Jacob Sitka to kick off for the Tigers. And there's a little bit of an onside kick action to start the second half. Took a nice bounce into the arms of number 24. James Nolder recovers it. And the Rams will get good field position to start the second half. And I'm going to take a break and put my long sleeve shirt on. It's getting a little chilly. So keep your eyes on the action while I cover up.
Rams fan tomorrow, September 4th, the JV football team travels to Atwater to play the Waterloo Vikings at 10 a.m. at Atwater Park. Bring a lawn chair. Nate Rorman, the ball carrier.
Okay, the Rams start off on the ground. They're going to use the clock a little bit to start the action on the third quarter. Rorman up the middle. Gains 5. Second down and a short 5 to go for the Rams. Again, handoff to Rorman. And nice hit by the Tigers there. Number 45, Hatcher, into the action. And I believe that's 73, Connor Keys, comes and gives him a lick also. Third down and 5. Tigers need a stop on D. Bunch rolls to his left, and incomplete pass. Tigers get a stop on third down. Now let's see what the Rams coach Brian Shaner does here on fourth down.
Brings up the 4th and 5 for the Rams.
Ball's close to the midfield. Ridge really hasn't done much to stop Newton Falls' offense. They do drop back a punter. And number 8 gives it a kick. It's a good-looking punt, and oh, it's going to be close. Oh. The ball was touched at about the 1 yard line. And then kicked into the end zone.
About the 1 yard line.
And the Tigers are going to bring it back out. It's a touchback. So the Tigers defense getting it done on the first possession in the third quarter. That's the spark they were looking for. And that'll bring out the Tiger offense now. They're down 2 touchdowns and an extra point on each.
With the touchback, Tigers will start on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Ladies and gentlemen, the winning 50-50 number, get out your 50-50 ticket. It's 580-653. 580-653.
Tigers have it at the 20. Rapsack hands off to his brother Carter, and nothing doing on the outside. Mineral Ridge is stacking the box, defending the run, knowing that the Tigers are limited offensively with the passing game, and they're doing a nice job getting to the outside. The first 2 opponents we played, some of those plays were able to be bounced outside and taken to the house. Ridge, a little bit better athletically, a little quicker, a little stronger, a little faster, able to get to that outside and make the tackles. 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers. This one goes up the gut. Carter Rapsack takes it up and gets maybe a yard. So tough going here to start the third quarter for both offenses. Newton Falls did its job defensively. Now we need a break offensively. It's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 10.
Ian Erd and Alex Sturgeon makes it a 3rd and 10.
Cameron Brainerd into the game for the Tigers. Cameron, one of those runners that can bust one at any point. Now would be a good time to do so. 2 running backs in the backfield. We got a pitch to Brainerd out wide, and nothing doing. The Rams are getting an excellent push up front against these Tiger linemen. Nick Ball just drove his man about 20 yards downfield and put him on his backside, but unfortunately we had no offense on that possession. So started off 1st and 10, now it's 4th and 10. And here's Pennington to punt back to the skilled offensive unit for Mineral Ridge. Here comes Mason Mills, and that should be a roughing the punter. Mason Mills went for the block of the punt, and he clobbered Pennington on the punt. Pennington seems to be a bit injured on the play. He's down taking a knee, looking at his shoulder. And that's a roughing the punter, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Tigers. Mason Mills taking a little bit of a risk trying to get to that punt, and he did not block it, and he also got a hold of the punter. So Tigers get a break. They'll take the ball at the 35-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. So let's see if they can capitalize on that break. Tigers moving from left to right. Man in motion. And Rapsack keeps it, and that's Mason Mills again making up for the penalty by tackling the quarterback in the backfield, a loss of 2 yards.
Brought down in the backfield by Mason Miller.
Mason Miller, I'm sorry, not Mason Mills. Second down and 11 for the Tigers. This is the first time all season that the run game has been stopped. And that's a bad snap. Good play by one of the linemen to And the ball's still loose, still loose. And Mineral Ridge recovers the fumble. Something happened on the snap, and the ball just kept bouncing around until one of the Mineral Ridge defenders came up with it. So another bad possession offensively for the Tigers. The Rams will take over 1st and 10 at the Newton Falls 25-yard line. So Newton Falls gets that stop defensively, start the third quarter, and they just sputter offensively for 2 possessions. A little disappointing there. So let's see if the defense can continue to be a force here in the second half. Bunch is going to run it up the middle, and Hatcher hangs on to him, and the line keeps pushing Bunch. And that's a decent gain. Gets about 7 yards on the play. It's important for Newton Falls to keep Mineral Ridge out of the end zone on this possession.
Pick up a 7 makes it a 2nd and 3 for the Rams.
Bunch rolls to his right, avoids the defender and avoids another one. He's going to get to about the 7-yard line and puts a lick on the Tiger defender. And a bunch of dirty laundry on the field right now because Mark Bunch put a hit on the Tiger defender and then got kind of in his face and wanted to talk a little smack. So I believe he got the penalty on that. And then I'm guessing that Newton Falls retaliated a little bit somehow, some way. And next thing you know, the field is covered in yellow flags. So they're going to sort it out. The referees are talking it out. Both coaches are talking to their teams, respectively. So we got some unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Personal fouls against both teams. Offset.
Offsetting personal fouls. It's going to be a first down for Mineral Ridge from about the 13-yard line.
Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Bunch in shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to run it up the middle again, and he gets tackled at about the 9-yard line.
Mark Bunch, the ball carrier, brought down by number 36, Jacob Moss.
Jacob Moss in on the tackle for the Tigers. Here's Bunch again up the middle, and he's getting decent chunks of yardage every time he goes up that middle. Just as soon as you start to key on him on the inside, he's going to sling one out to the outside to Tamburo or one of his other athletes out there, Mason Miller, or he may just hand it off to the big fella, Nate Roman. And that's what he does, Roman up the middle, and Tigers bring him down. It looks like the ball came loose. Newton Falls is signaling. They recovered the fumble. One of the referees had his arms up pointing Newton Falls' way, and it's going to be Tiger football. I believe Connor Keys may have come up with that pigskin. So the Tigers get a stop and get the possession back. Mineral Ridge being a little bit lackadaisical here with this 14-point lead. You don't want to let the Tigers back in this game, gentlemen. Of course, if you're a Tiger fan like me, we want you to. So let's see if this sparks up this Tiger offense. Right now, Newton Falls not gaining the yards they're used to on the ground, and they are pinned way back. There's not much wiggle room to work with here, ladies and gentlemen. Inside the 1, it looks like. Rapsack is going to throw, and he gets pressured by Mason Miller. Good sportsmanship by Mason Miller. Smacks Nick on the head and says, hey, good job. So surprisingly, Newton Falls tries to pass out of the end zone there. I might be tempted to get behind some of those big boys up front and get a few yards and get some working room out of there. It's going to throw again. There's the slant. No good. Incomplete to Nick Wright. So we've got 3rd down. And still 10 yards to go, and we're still pinned. Rapsack juggles that snap. And that's Cameron Brainerd on the hard run. Or no, let me see. Is that Brainerd or Carter Rapsack? Carter Rapsack on the hard run. What a 3rd down carry from the inside the 1 yard line for a 1st down. Excellent effort by Carter Rapsack. And his brother gives him a fist pump. Good job, young blood. All right, Tigers get a little breathing room here. Man in motion. They give it back to Rapsack. He gets around the end and gets popped, and he'll get down for a 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain. Positive yardage on 1st down. That's what the Tigers are looking for. So let's see if we can get a long, sustained drive, wear that defense down, give our defense some rest, and get after it again. 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. 2 receivers split out right, actually 3. Broken play. Rapsack's going to try to make the most of it, and nothing doing. It looked like there was a mix-up in the backfield there in the play call. Miscommunication somewhere. That hurts. That's 3rd down now and about 14. Cannot have negative yardage on that play. Hatcher into the game at the H-back. Rapsack rolling to his right, being chased. Pass is complete, juggled. Recovers up the sidelines. Pennington stays in bounds, and he's going to be out of bounds, but that's going to be a 1st down for the Tigers. Good pass and catch from Nick Rapsack to Alex Pennington. Well done. Good to see some passing game work. Good job by the quarterback, senior quarterback, Nick Rapsack. Pennington making a nice athletic play. And the Tigers advance it, and the possession continues. Ridge continuously letting the Tigers off the hook here. Let's make them pay for it. And Rapsack gets tackled around the neck. Surprisingly, no penalty called on that. Kind of looked like a horse collar, but no flags. This is the longest this game's been without any penalties. Good 8-yard gain or 7-yard gain on that. It'll be 2nd and 3. And that's a good tackle on the run up the middle by the tackle was made by number 8, Nate Rohrman. The big fella just came up and like a wall stopped the runner. I believe it may have been Rapsack, Carter. He stays on the ground for now, catching his breath. When you run into a wall like that, you're going to need a little time on the ground. So the Tigers have maintained possession for quite a long time here in the second half, but we are not getting the chunks of yardage like we're used to from the first 2 games. We've gotten a few breaks, gotten a few first downs. The ball is at the 35-yard line-ish, and the drive is going to come down to a 3rd and 3 after this injury. Now it looks like Cameron Brainerd was the runner. And he's up, slowly moving, takes his helmet off, catches his breath, gets some taps on the shoulder pads and the head from his teammates. Next man up.
Again, tomorrow, September 4th, JV football team will travel to Atwater to play the Waterloo Vikings at 10 a.m. at Atwater.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next football game will be next Friday as the Champion Flashes come to town, take on the Tigers. That'll be a home game for the Tigers. So I hope to see you there. If you can't make it to the game, we'll be broadcasting from the booth.
Yeah, we'll have a full production that day, Scott.
And that'll be a full production, Tom Gregory says. Here's the snap up the middle, and I believe that was a quarterback keeper. And that's going to be a first down from what I can tell. And I am wearing my glasses, so let's move those chains. First down, Tigers. The Tigers keep it rolling. More cowbell. More cowbell from the fans. Here we go. Rapsack in the pistol. Pennington moves to the left side. Caden Short, motion. There's Rapsack on the left side, gets 4 or 5 yards. We'll take it. Nick Ball driving his man deep into the secondary, as usual. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
.206 left in the third quarter. There's a hand off to Caden Short around in. He's got some running room. He gets a first down and out of bounds. Oh, and he's still going. Okay. Caden Short's crafty on that outside edge. He's got good speed, good mobility. Although he's kind of tiny in physicality, he makes up for it in speed and quickness. And there's the yellow flag we've been dreading. And that'll come back.
Holding against the Tigers.
Offensive holding, Tigers. Brings back a nice run by Caden Short, and the Tigers are going to have to make up for it. It'll remain 2nd down. Unfortunately, it's going to be 2nd down and about 14. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, it seems like, on this possession. We cannot get the ball to the 50-yard line. Man in motion. Rapsack rolls, and I'm not sure who he was throwing it to because there was a lot of black defenders there. And that's going to be 3rd down as the pass is incomplete, and Ridge has a man down now. They'll come out and tend to him. So the Tigers trying to catch the Ridge defense biting on the run, and they roll Rapsack out to the right, and just wasn't anybody open on that play. I know we don't have replay, but as I watched that play develop, there wasn't much action there. There wasn't much separation on the receivers from the defenders, but Nick tried to squeeze one in there. Just thank goodness it wasn't picked off. Let's see if we can catch some scores while we have an injury timeout. I want to give a shout out right now to AMVETS Post 112. We got Dale Bungard and the crew watching at AMVETS. AMVETS, we thank you so much for everything you guys do for our schools and our athletes and supporting us. And we thank you all down there at AMVETS, everyone, for your service for our country. And thanks for watching the production. And I hope you're rooting for the Tigers. And let's see if we can get a victory tonight. All right, number 5, Tamburo. Again, he's had a heck of a game for Mineral Ridge. He's up. He looks like he's going to be okay. Brookfield, 16-6 over Western Reserve. Garfield over Warren JFK, 21-0. Tigers got them on the schedule. That'll be a tough one. Okay, 3rd down and long from the 35-yard line. Twins out to the right. Rapsack rolls to the right. He slings it. He's got number 1 open. Nick Wright looked like he kind of lost the ball in the air, and he got beyond the defender, and Rapsack put it out there. It was a catchable ball. He just couldn't go get it.
Knocked down by Mark Bunch.
So now it's going to be 4th and long, and I'm guessing that, you know, with this situation, they're going to have to punt it away, unfortunately. They had possession of the ball a very long time, but they just couldn't get it to the 50-yard line. Champion 7-7 at half. Sebring down 12-6 to Matthews. There's the punt by Pennington. Nice spiral punt. Tamburo back there. He bobbles it and recovers it. So that could have been a good situation for the Tigers, but being the athlete that kid is, he jumped on it, and there we go. Now we got to put up with Mark Bunch in the offense for the Ridge Rams.
1st and 10 Rams at their own 29.
Niles continues to beat up on Youngstown East 34-8. LeBray beating Keystone 35-14. They were down early in that game. And LeBray is going to be a tough one as well, as usual. Wyndham 6-0 over Milton still. Boardman losing to Jackson 20-7. Hudson still on top 10-0 against Harding. I don't think that game's been updated. All right, let's get back to our game. 29-15, Tigers down, 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Very little offensive action as opposed in the 3rd quarter as opposed to the 1st quarter where both teams moved the ball up and down the field at will. Here's Bunch, takes a hand off, or gives a hand off to the big man, and number 9, Carter Miller, says, "Not today, big fella."
Brought down in the backfield.
They've done a nice job against the Rorman kid, the big guy in the backfield, and another Ram goes down. They've contained him pretty well. It's been Mark Bunch, this Tamburo kid, and Mason Miller for the most part have done a lot of damage against the Tigers. So, player down, some more timeout. And there we go. I think we got some sound back. We good there, Tom Gregory?
Yes.
All right. Tom Gregory says we're back in action. So we still have the Ridge player down, and still a beautiful night here at Joe Lane Sports Complex. Wouldn't it be nice if the entire rest of the season was this type of temperature, nice fall evening? We go over to Dale Bungard's house and have a bonfire. Maybe Bungy's inviting everybody over to his house tonight. I'll be over, Dale. Hope you don't mind. I just invited everyone. I want to give a shout out to Cameron Huff, who shot a nice round, 9 holes of 40 the other day. The freshman having a nice season in his debut as a high school golfer. Shot that at that score of 40 at Riverview Golf Course, the home of the Tigers. And I know Zach Parent's ladies golf team has had a handful of victories this season, so congratulations to them. And I believe our volleyball team's doing really well this year as well. Sorry I don't have any definite scores or records on that, but all of our fall sports we give a shout out to right now. Okay, the injured player is being slowly walked off the field. Hope he's okay. Back to action. 17 seconds left, and the clock is ticking, and I think they're going to go ahead and take it into the fourth quarter. So Mineral Ridge content to wind some clock off and content with that 14-point lead going into the fourth quarter. So as I look at the body language for the Tigers, we got some heads down. That spark that they had the first 2 games is not really there. It's hard to do when you're down. So we're going to find out what they're made of. And when you're down, you got to just keep playing hard, keep getting after it. Good things will happen. So hopefully the coaches can rally them and get them going, and the Tigers can come back for a victory. And looking at the schedule up ahead, I don't have it on my phone right now, but I believe we play Champion, and then we're going to run into a really, really tough stretch of football. I believe it includes, this might not be in order, but it includes Brookfield, LeBray, and Garrettsville. And that's going to be a tough stretch for the Tigers. So we got to learn to overcome adversity and be strong and get through these tough games. So this is a good test for the Tigers for their upcoming games. All right, the chain gang is on the move. 3rd down and 12 for Mark Bunch and his Mineral Ridge Rams. Rohrman in the backfield. He's back to pass. Slings it out there. Oh, what a catch by Tambura. He was just guarded, blanketed by number 21, John DeFall. It was all over him. And somehow Tambura caught that pass. I don't know how he did it, but he did, and then continued to run for a handful of more yards. I mean, that's great defense by DeFalla. But a better offensive play by Tambura.
On the Tigers declined.
There was a penalty on the Tigers, and of course, with a play like that,
Rams first
Middle Ridge is going to decline the penalty. That's a heartbreaker. So the Rams with a nice offensive play, and they're going to hand it off to the big fella, and he goes down.
Nate Rorman, the ball carrier.
And now Rorman stays down on the field. And we get another injury timeout. I don't know if they're cramping or if they're getting dinged up or what. This one kind of looks like a cramp, I think. So that looks like a cramp. He's going to stretch it out. So while Rorman stretches it out, I'm going to get a drink of Gatorade. Got a little break in the action. I mentioned AmVets recently, and they're watching, a group of people are watching the game at AmVets, and that, we got a little time. We might as well talk about local scholarships that come up in the spring. As a guidance counselor, we just are I am very appreciative of our community and organizations like AmVets and American Legion and all of our local organizations that donate and contribute to the scholarship funds. And if you are a family out there and you have a senior that's going to be graduating this year, those local scholarships will be available in the spring. Make sure your senior applies. If they don't apply, they don't get anything. So again, thank you to all our local scholarship organizations in our community. We do a tremendous job every year of generating scholarship money for our kids and getting them off to college, supporting them and getting them off for a good start. Just spoke to recent graduate Brandon Gibson on the phone. He's down at Muskingum playing golf for the Muskies. He's enjoying campus life and enjoying playing golf for free at college. There's a swing pass out to the left, and good play by the Tiger defense pursuing the ball on the completed pass to Mason Miller. Tiger defense doing a good job in this third quarter. And we got another timeout, another injury.
Another injury timeout.
All right. Yeah, looks. We got a Tiger defender down, and again, that looks like a cramp. I got Mr. Seljak to my left doing the videotaping, and Coach Hill over here to my left. You guys cramping up also? Yep. I'll get the trainer up here. I almost died walking up here, trying to get up these steps.
No cramps over here, Scott. I'm doing just fine.
Tom Gregory says he's got no cramps. All right, good, good. Feeling a little bit sluggish, Tom. I stayed up and watched that Buckeye game last night. Stayed up a little bit too late. Of course, the
There was a
Buckeyes.
time I did not think they were going to pull that out.
Yeah, the Buckeyes made me nervous last night. I didn't really like that defense too much, but you know, I don't think their coaches care what I think about their defense. I'm guessing that's what, you know.
Yeah, and they got a young quarterback. First half was rough, but he came into his own on the second.
He had a heck of a second half. You talk about big plays. Ohio State made a lot of big plays in that second half. All right, who we got walking off here? That looks like Caden Short. So he'll get to the sidelines, get some liquids in him. All right, here comes Ridge's offense back on the field. Bunch in the shotgun formation. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Carter Rapsack edging up on the end. He's going to blitz. And Bunch slings it out to Miller, a completed pass. He'll get down to about the 5-yard line.
Mark Bunch's pass to Mason Miller, complete, knocked out of bounds by number 8, Cameron Brainerd. It'll be first and goal for the Rams on the Tigers' 9-yard line.
I believe Middle Ridge is going to take a timeout. I don't think they had the right personnel on the field. So it's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line. The Tigers down 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points and looking for another stop. They got a stop in the third quarter in a similar situation. It's going to be imperative that they do it again right here. Coach Hill, how's cross country going this year? Excellent.
Once again, Rams fan, Thursday, September 9th, there's the annual pep rally and bonfire for the McDonald game that begins at 7 p.m. at the gazebo.
All right, Coach Hill is trying to signal to me that the cross country is going well. Of course, I can't hear because I'm old, so I'm assuming everything's going great in cross country. And we've got a delay in action. I don't see any flags. It's been a tough second half to call, ladies and gentlemen. There's been so many delays, injuries, and penalties. And all right. Here we go. First and goal. Bunch takes a handoff. He's going to go around the left side and get whacked. Brought down by the Tigers at about the 8-yard line. Good play, good stick by the Tigers D.
Stopped by number 1, Nick Wright.
Nick Wright came up and gave him a lick.
21, John DeFala.
Johnny DeFala also on the hit.
For a short gain, brings up a second and goal for the Rams.
It'll be second and goal for the Rams. Bunch takes a snap. He drops back under pressure, goes right by the defenders and into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. And that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back right there. 9:48 left in the fourth quarter, 35-15, Rams on top. Mark Bunch doing it with his arm and his legs tonight. And big 52 for the Rams. Gil Blair in for the extra point. Snap is up, or kick is up, and it is good. Gil Blair putting a foot to it, and that brings the score 36 Mineral Ridge, 15 Newton Falls.
It's the Rams 36, Ball 15.
Mineral Ridge will kick off, and ever since that initial 95-yard run kickoff return by Carter Rapsack, they've avoided him like the plague. Just they continue to just punch it up the middle here and let the Tigers fall on it. So let's see if they continue to do that. Little confusion with the Ridge kickoff team, and Gil Blair just says, here it is, have at it, and that's number 34, Drew Montgomery. Snags that kickoff and gets it out of bounds around the 41-yard line. Tigers offense has not been able to punch it in the end zone this second half. Let's see if we can get one here. There's a hole up the gut, and that would be Carter Rapsack running hard, and the Tigers get it past midfield to the 39-yard line. Good run by Carter Rapsack. And I'm looking at Ridge's defense, and I'm thinking they may have subbed here. With 9:23 left, there's a lot of game left. There's Carter Rapsack up the middle and runs into the referee and is down at the 18-yard line. The referee got ran over, and fans calling for the ref to get out of the way. Caden Short down for a little bit. He's up.
Carter Rapsack, the ball carrier. Brought down by Mason Miller and Alex.
And here comes number 5, Tambura, back into the game for Mineral Ridge. We got timeout, Newton Falls. A little slow getting a play in. Tiger's going to talk about it. Tigers down 3 scores with 8:47 left. They got to punch one in quick and get a defensive stop and see if they can get it on the board again. I believe, don't quote me on this, I believe Ridge tried to sub their second team defense in there at the start of this possession, and then after a couple long runs, I know they put Tambura back in there, and I believe Mason Miller went back in as well. Rapsack in the backfield. Nick Wright in motion. Rapsack rolls right, slings it up there into the end zone, and that's incomplete. They had 2 receivers over there, Nick Wright and Caden Short, all within 5 yards of each other. I'm not sure if that was meant to be or just the way it ended up. Usually there's a little more spacing between receivers, but nevertheless, incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down. Ball placed at the 18-yard line. Carter Miller in motion, gets a kick-out block. There's Cameron Brainerd, makes a move to the 5-yard line. Good kick-out block by Carter Miller. Number 75 helps number 14 up after he pancaked him. Tigers down to the 5-yard line, making a move.
Communication picks up the 1st down, makes it a 1st and goal about the 5-yard line.
Here comes Miller in motion again. He's going to look to do the same thing. That's Brainerd, I believe, up the gut. Aiden Hatcher into the game for the Tigers, replacing Pennington.
Cameron Brainerd, the ball carrier, brought down by Zach Stacy.
Carter Rapsack now in the backfield with his brother. Here comes Carter Miller. And Carter Rapsack will punch it in for the touchdown for the Tigers. So the Tigers get on the board here in the 4th quarter. Closes the gap, 36-21, looking for the PAT or the 2-point conversion. Sipka back here, looking like he's going to kick the extra point. As this, with the score as is, it would make sense to kick the extra point. Let's see if Sipka can keep his streak going, and he does. 12 for 12 on the season, Jacob Sipka for PATs. Now the score, 36-22. Tigers still in it. Tiger fans, get that Tiger Den pizza if you haven't done so already. And let's get our rally caps on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure the boys at AmVets are doing that right now. .7:44 left in the game. You can better believe the Tiger defenders are going to be swatting at that ball, trying to kick it loose. Get a turnover, gain possession again, and have one of these dynamic running backs break one. The Brainerd and Rapsack show in the backfield have been known to get some long runs and scores. So let's see if we can do that. Got to start with the defense first. Sipka will kick it off. They started the second half with an onside kick that Mineral Ridge covered up quickly. And they're going to try it. I think Newton Falls touched it early. I think Newton Falls touched it with their heel early, but right now, referee's talking and sorting it out. And okay, the referee signaled Gerard football. So it's going to be Mineral Ridge ball after the onside kick. Got a Tiger player down at midfield. That's Gage Ferris on the injury that's coming off the field. Gage Ferris had a nice game last week against Jackson Milton. He gained 40-some yards in that ball game. Ran the ball well.
On the Tigers' 49-yard line.
Okay, Mark Bunch still at quarterback. Hand off to Rorman, and they bring him down immediately. You know, the Tigers have done a nice job defensively against this big kid in the backfield. Chris Bariak on the tackle. Good job by Christopher. Mineral Ridge using the clock wisely, letting it tick. Man in motion for Ridge. Bunch hands off to Rorman again. He's got some running room. He continues to run. He's still running. And they bring him down close to the first down.
Stopped by number 8, Cameron Brainerd.
Cam Brainerd on the tackle.
Brings up a 3rd and 1 for the Rams.
3rd down and short for the Ridge. And the quarterback's just going to keep it and make a push for the first down. And referees need to blow the whistle. And he's still running. Tigers trying to grab the ball. And somehow that ended up as about a 20-yard gain, as it just looked like a beehive continuing to move forward. So good job by Mineral Ridge and their linemen staying upright and keep churning the feet.
After that scrum, Rams pick up the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10. Again, Ridge using clock management. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Tigers are coming off a touchdown, and Ridge moving it down the field, trying to get those points back. And the Tigers catch Rorman in the backfield for a short gain.
Rorman, the ball carrier, stopped by number 11, Holden Hansel, number 45, Aiden Hatcher.
Run. Use up the clock.
Tigers on the blitz, trying to get the bunch. They bring him down, incomplete pass. Good job on the blitz by number 9. Carter Miller got to him, and he got to him fast, and he got to him hard. That's the first time really Bunch has got putting on his backside, and it's about daggone time. With 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, he's been a hard one to get a hold of, and Carter Miller just laid him on his backside. I feel like Carter Miller just said, I had enough. I'm gonna put a whip on you. Okay, Here's Bunch, back to pass, got time. He slings it out to the corner of the end zone, and that's incomplete. A little bit short to, I believe, Tambura.
Pass to Tyler Tamburo, falls short and incomplete. Makes it a 4th and 9 for the Rams.
Okay, 4th down and 9 yards to go. We've seen Gil Blair kick PATs, but I don't know about this field goal. They're going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to sling it out to the left, and the big guy's got some room to run, and the Tigers stop them. The Tigers get a stop, and it's going to be Newton Falls possession with just under 5 minutes left. Tigers get the ball.
Stop short of the 1st down. By number 45,
okay.
Aiden Hatcher, number 1, Nick Wright.
The fat lady has not sang yet, so let's keep those rally caps on. Let's keep this Tiger pride going. Tigers will take over at the 11-yard line. And let's see if one of the running backs can bust one here. Carter Rapsack coming out on offense. Looks like he'll be the back featured right now. Tigers have maintained their composure here in the second half. Done a better job with the penalties. They just have not gotten much going offensively. Although they did punch it in last possession, so let's see if we can get one. Miller in motion. Rapsack drops back, has time. He's going to sling it downfield to Pennington. And thank goodness, number 21 and I believe number 13 just collide with each other, because one of them could have got the interception, but they just ran right into each other. So good looking pass from Rapsack, just a little short.
Knocked down by number 13, Michael.
Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Here's a run up the gut. Carter breaks one to the left side and gets brought down at the 20. Had a little room there, looked like he might go, but a nice tackle.
Carter Rapsack, the ball carrier.
And Cameron Brainerd comes in as Rapsack comes off a little bit. Oh, and now he's down. He was just limping, but now he's down like somebody shanked him. Okay, that's a cramp. Been a long night for all these athletes with the hydration and the cramps. Carter tried to get off the field without falling down, but just didn't make it. .436 left in the fourth quarter. If we can punch one in here, look for an onside kick, get the ball back, we're in the ball game.
Or I like when you get the mercy rule and the clock runs the second half. The game's over.
Okay, Carter Miller comes off the field. Looks like he's okay. Cameron Brainerd takes his spot in the backfield. Nick Rapsack continues to play quarterback. The big Hogs line up. Caden Short in motion. There's a handoff to Brainerd. He's got a little room to run. Up the gut he goes to the 36-yard line. And the Tigers will quickly get to the line as 75, Wyatt Jones talks a little smack there to Mineral Ridge defender.
First and 10 for the Tigers on their own 42-yard line.
Rapsack takes a snap. He rolls right. Pass to Caden Short is incomplete. And he gets popped after the play. Clock stops.
Rapsack's pass to Caden Short was incomplete. Brings up a
Second down and 10.
37-yard line.
I'm sure Gerard's coach is telling his team, keep everything in front. Don't let anything get behind you. No big plays. I think I said Gerard. Mineral Ridge. There's a nice run by Brainerd up the gut. He gets to the 46-yard line. 3:43 left in the ball game. Tigers looking to cut it to a one-score lead. Trying to run the 2-minute offense. That line should be up on the ball right now, ready to go. Rapsack rolls right, just didn't have a good grip on the ball as he passes short to Caden Short.
Nick Rapsack's pass falls incomplete.
So the clock will stop at 3:12 left. It's fourth down. Do or die here. Got to make a first down. Miller in motion. Hand off to Carter Rapsack. He takes it to the right side, cuts back to the left, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, two hands on the ball, down at the 24-yard line. 3:02 left as the chains move. And Coach Lazari is going to take a timeout. Tigers down 36-22. Tigers continue to play hard, staying in the game. Coach is coaching them up. And this mood will change here if we can cut this to a one-score lead. Plenty of time, 3:02 left. It's been a long ball game. At this point, it is 9:44. So that's why we're seeing a lot of cramping and exhaustion on both teams. And both teams are trying to finish each other off here, and the Tigers doing a good job with their run game again. I don't know what their run total is today, but they've above average again tonight. Okay, Sipka's going to be split left. Caden Short out to the right side. Miller H-back. Handoff. Rapsack gets caught in the backfield. The Rams knew what was coming there. Got to get back to the line, get a snap, and get going. 2:52 left in the game.
Brought down by Javon Gilbert and Nate Orman. No gain.
Little confusion with the Tigers offense here. And this is taking way too long to get a play off. Rapsack rolling right, breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, and is down at the 16-yard line. And there's 2 minutes left in the game. We got a Ram player down and another one injured. So while the Mineral Ridge player is down, this gives an opportunity for the coaching staff maybe to call more than one play in the huddle here. With 2 minutes left, we want to get this in the end zone as fast as possible and see if we can get the onside kick, because I don't think we have enough time to try to get the ball back on defense. So first things first, you got to put it in the end zone. Tigers continue to scrap, continue to fight, showing good character here in the fourth quarter. I don't think this injury is a cramp. I think he got his bell rung. And he's up. Looks like he's going to be okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes left in the ball game. Tigers down 36-22, trying to punch one in.
For the Tigers.
There's Rapsack up the gut, down to the 4-yard line. Tigers need to hustle to the line. Tigers need to hustle to the line.
Carter Rapsack, the ball carrier, stopped by Nate Warman.
Here's the snap. Hand off to Rapsack. He gets caught in the backfield, and that hurts right there. Clock's ticking, and there's a penalty. And I'm not sure who that's going to be against, but
Carter Rapsack, the ball carriers, stopped in the backfield by Ian Erb. Flag on the play.
and that's a personal foul against the Tigers, and that's not going to help things. So we've done a nice job in the second half controlling our emotions and playing under control, and we get down to the 4-yard line and we get a personal foul. So that's not helping things. Nick Henley into the ball game for the Tigers. Caden Short in motion. Rapsack rolls to his right. He's scrambling left. And he's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go. Timeout, Newton Falls.
Down by Alex Sturgeon. Timeout, Newton Falls.
Newton Falls has one timeout left.
Next week, McDonald comes over. On Thursday, September 9th, the annual pep rally and bonfire for the McDonald game will be held again. Starts at 7 p.m. at the gazebo on Route 46.
Nathan Landa will enter the game for the Tigers, number 17.
Those kids in blue over there will travel here, take on the Rams.
They split Landa out left, trips out right. Rapsack in the backfield. Nick Rapsack drops back. Pass is incomplete to Caden Short.
Rapsack's pass falls incomplete. Brings up a 4th and goal for the
Fourth and goal for the Tigers, down to their last opportunity to score on this possession. Carter Miller back in for the Tigers. Pennington moves to the left. Nick Rapsack will take the snap, and they're going to have to get it in the end zone. And it's a screen play. They get Carter Rapsack down at the 17-yard line, and that should do it. It'll be Rams ball. 44 seconds left. And Middle Ridge will take over on offense. And the Tigers continue to fight in the second half, but just could not get much going offensively. And Middle Ridge did what they had to do on their end to maintain the lead throughout the second half. Although Newton Falls fought a little bit, got a touchdown here in the fourth quarter, made it interesting for a while. But give credit to Middle Ridge offense. They racked up the yards in passing tonight and really controlled the game offensively. We didn't have much of an answer for them defensively for most of the night. So Bunch is going to take the snap and take a knee, and that'll run the clock down. Probably have to take one more snap, and that'll do it. Okay. So we're going to wrap this game up as the last 30 seconds roll off the clock, and we appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate the support for the Tigers, the young men and the cheerleaders, majorettes and the band. And ladies and gentlemen, as the clock rolls down, we're going to wrap it up quick, and we hope to see you next Friday at Tiger Stadium as the Champion Flashes come to town, and we look to get back on the victory lane. And if you can't join us at the stadium, we hope you watch us with Gregory Films, and we'll catch you next Friday as the Tigers compete for a victory against Champion. Be safe tonight, everyone. Have a great night, and God bless.